Hey, I know it's been a while since I've, talked to, talked to you. I, yeah, it's been a while since I've talked to you. Um, well, I'm eating right now. Uh, what should I talk about? Well, I'm just gonna be here to catch you up a little bit. So, my weight loss journey that I mentioned before isn't exactly going that well. I'm finding myself less and less time to do stuff because school is like really overwhelming right now. I have, well, I mentioned before that I have orchestra, I think, and it's kind of overwhelming right now because we have really important events coming up and I don't really feel like I have time for anything else but that. So, that's where I'm at right now. Just to clarify, I know from what I'm eating, it looks like all I eat is like unhealthy stuff, like unhealthy food. I don't actually, because like my mom cooks for me a lot and she cooks healthy stuff, but I'm sorry. I mainly do these videos when like I'm eating something like fast food because it's easy to eat, kind of, because like my mom usually makes me stuff like tacos and hamburgers and like vegetables and salads. That stuff, I don't know. I feel like it's easier to eat and talk while you're eating fast food. It's weird, but whatever. At least that's how it is for me. This is Domino's. Parmesan bread bites or whatever. Anyway. What else? Oh, I had a concert. No, it wasn't really a concert. It was more of like an event where I would play my music performance assessment songs. I played those and like we had a concert, and we got feedback, and now we've been working on it so much that I don't really feel like I have time for much else. And I'm not complaining either because music is my life pretty much. I'm really passionate about it, and I do want to become a bassist when I'm older. Like, I want to play the double bass. I also do want to be an author, but, I'm not considering it as much. Even if I'm a good writer. That reminds me when I was in, like, 5th grade. And I was kind of I've been there for like 2 years now. I was there for 4th grade, now 5th grade. And it wasn't until 5th grade where my talent my thing for writing, it really started to started to get noticed, because I wasn't really reading until then. I wasn't reading until 5th grade, but all of it kind of changed for me when I started reading Harry Potter. I got into it really fast and I started reading it more. And of course, along with reading, you get, with reading, especially like books that like Harry Potter you get better comprehension skills, you get better vocabulary, stuff like that. All that cool stuff you get when you read. And I remember I was good at writing, but I think only after I read Harry Potter did I start seriously, like, be getting like better. Like I'm a lot better, really. I it was of course it. Sorry, I read Harry Potter. I think if it took me like, oh my god, less than a year to read the whole series, and my teacher, and I remember I started getting like better grades on my essays. I'm like, wow, this is 90. I remember the first time I got a 95 on the essay. I'm like, wow, it's pretty good for because I'd never really gotten anything higher than an 80 before, and I was ecstatic. I'm like, it's 95. That's a bit high, So I continued reading, and I found myself getting higher and higher scores. And I remember I got 100 on an essay. I'm like, what? That's crazy. I never get that kind of grade. It was insane to me because I never got that kind of grade before. But then, so I started, but when I started getting those kinds of grades more and more, I started expecting it. Which is why when I got to like 6th grade, I got 5s on my FAST, or like my tests, like my state tests. If you don't know what a FAST is, like, I don't know the state test names in other states. I know in Florida, that's where I live. It's, well, at least in my county. In my county, it's called the FAST. I'm pretty sure, or something. They're state tests. I got 5 on, or like the highest score that you can get on a state test, and I started expecting these grades more and more, which is why when I got to 7th grade and I got a 4 for the first time, I'm sitting there like, I'm looking at it like, what do you mean I got a 4? Because I didn't think that I could get that kind of grade. And I know it sounds like I'm being selfish and everything. It's still good, but I was so used to getting a 5 that I kind of feel like a failure when I don't get anything. That is the highest score on that kind of test. I don't know. Well, we have different kinds of state tests. We have reading. We have math, and then we have other stuff for like, but they're not. We have other tests for other subjects, but they're not like the FAST. All right, of course. And I don't know. I just remember like I was devastated the first time I got a 4 when I was so used to getting a 5, and I feel like that's just it's kind of one of the reasons why, like, a lot of people think that like when smart kids are like devastated about like a high grade that isn't the highest grade you can get, like they think that they're just being selfish and stuff. Like they just think that they're being like selfish and rude because like they think that they're trying to rub it in your face, when really that's actually how they feel sometimes. Sometimes when people get a high grade, when it's not good enough for them, they're devastated because people who usually get those kinds of high grades, when they get a low grade, they feel like they got an F when they just got a B or something. So, that's how I've been feeling lately. Of course, I have mostly A's and B's, but I have a D and an F, and I don't feel the best. So that's kind of why I haven't been posting. Nothing has really been my priority lately, especially making videos. So I'm sorry for such the inconsistent schedule, but I promise I will try and post more videos about, me rambling or whatever. If you like that. If you want me to keep rambling random shit to you, then I'll do it. I'll keep rambling. I'll keep telling life stories. I'll keep telling you about myself. Because really, that's what this channel is for. It's for me to talk and to express myself, because that's how I am. I ramble. I'm that kind of person. I'm that person who will talk your ear off when I'm near you, if you know me well enough, you know? I'm really glad I get to just talk here on this channel, and if like the 3 people who watch this, if you enjoy it, thank you so much for watching. You know, I'm really happy if you enjoyed this. I will see you people later.